Played Owlboy before. I don't know what it's about, or even really what kind of game it is. I think it's a platformer? I pulled up the title screen to get the video settings straight, and I really like the art. Very pretty pixel art. It's about owls and boys. Okay. Show a mark. Ooh, like Super Mario World 2? Mouse to window, show HUD, control prompts. Controller, please. Xbox. Owls, boys, and girls. Revered. Oh, that text crawling sound reminds me a lot of Link to the Past, as does the font. I'm sure that's intentional. Worked hard to build up the respect people have for us. Oh, this art is fantastic. Times get harder, you too, as my student, shall carry the weight of owlhood upon your shoulders. Okay. Actually, I wonder if that is the Link to the Past font. You need to look so nervous. This is a great moment for you. After being born mute, under my tutelage, you will become one of the pillars of your community. Straighten you out. Honest with you, Otis. You haven't been doing too well in your studies at all. Oh, nice, Isaac. Perhaps your talents simply lie elsewhere. So today we'll be doing some flying. Look how happy he is. Jump off the ground, then when you're in midair, spread your wings and flap them. Oh, cool. Oh man, you can just fly by default? It probably isn't a Metroidvania then. Oh, but it's limited in how far you can go. That's cool. I like that that's scripted too. Nice. That was some terrible flying. I'm really disappointed. Most students pick this up instantly. Pains me to see such inept flying. Poor Owlboy. People need our help. And sloshing the jug around. This is a great tutorial. I don't think it's possible to put it down. Cannot describe how disappointed I am in you. Failed me again and again and again. Today there are no lessons. I like the idea of a tutorial being a literal tutorial, but like the story implication being opposite to the game mechanic, what's actually being taught to the player. That's very clever. Wow. Dark. Truth about you. Sure you want to hear it? Want to know truth? You mute? You'll be able to tell anyone anyways. Oh, now I got a health bar. Cool. Why so nervous, Otis? Cool. Voice acting. What's up? Finally awake, are you? Gonna be late. Sleepy protagonist is consistent with the Link to the Past font and sound. Oof. Nice. Otis is finished for a creature? Like, literally just means creature, or is it a kind of creature called an Otis? Don't zone out. Get up here. We watch over Valley today. Pirates Valley. Report to me or the guards if you see anything suspicious. Get to it. Gotta be careful because I can't fly for too long. Cool. Maybe it has some Metroidvania elements, 'cause that's what those blocks look like. If so, it's really cool that it builds flying into the base game. And that means that the like the level design is gonna be a lot more disconnected. This floating island approach is very cool. Valley Plaza, Otis's residence. Look like a suspicious character to me. Maybe I can fly higher than I thought I could. I like the rings you fly through for coins, it's cool too. What that is. I saw something else for examining down here. Maybe not. Assume this game has no falling damage, that would be silly. Very, very pretty. Hey, what's up, dude? Are you less of a dick? Do something later? Otis and Getty, the unstoppable team. Take a trip to Advent today. Okay. Figure out what chair you'll be. Or if you're gonna be in concert or symphonic band. Good luck. Oh, nice. Someone's stealing his bongos. Character design in this looks really cool too. How big of a team made this game? Does anyone know? Bombo House. Sounds very similar to a sound from Secret of Evermore. There's a puzzle we'll get later with this. I don't think there's a pattern I can remember there. That would be cool as a puzzle, though. Dodge, I can spin. The outpost is west. To Valley. Oh, the lighting is cool too. You don't often see lighting in these kinds of games. Got him good. Wonder if that's hard-coded in, or if he had some kind of engine to change the shading on the pixel art. You'll see a lot of games will do, like, they'll either do palette swaps in areas, or they'll apply a filter in certain zones. I think that was pretty common in, like, Hollow Knight. Or Otis. Hey, thanks, Cannon Buddy. Help you keep watch. We'll show them. Pick me up and let's go. Alright. Oh, cool. His best friend in Valley's defense mechanic. Carries a blaster, effective in most combat situations, but not against solid rock or steel. Oh, that's cool. I like the little clue at the bottom that I had to opt into as well. Let's see, options, coins, items. Oh, I can use them to shoot for me. That's pretty sweet. It's not what I was expecting. Right on. It's cool that he needs other people to play with. Dark World? Nice. Didn't mean to walk right into your house, lady. I'll talk to you outside. Mandolin. That makes sense. Is there any troublemakers around? Everyone kind of looks like a Muppet. It's cool. Oops. Read. Things I like. Fruit from my garden, my musical instruments, performing in front of a crowd. Actually anything up here that I can do, it looks like. This guy, I can't give her fruit from the garden, right? No, I guess I should. Go check those blocks down in the corner if I can get in there with this guy. So I'll talk to this dude first. What's up, Bath Fellow? Strips students do something? Don't mind them. I'm just trying to get you down. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if these chairs are important. Oh shit, sorry bud. Okay, he didn't die. This is a pretty different control scheme from any other game that I've seen. I like that. Must be hard to live here if you're not an owl person. They're just bullies to everybody. You brats again. Sorry, man. Nachi and Fib are my classmates. We're great pals. Solus. Oh no. It's a suspicious character. I'll make sure that I have him with me for this sequence, is the purpose of that, I guess. Probably in that cave, so I'll go explore. Well, no, I should do the thing it wants me to do first. Like, this might be the kind of game that actually punishes you for not doing the important thing right away, you know? It's the troublemaker. Who's this guy? First hostile enemies. Cool, different kinds of rings. It's neat. And a puzzle. Sorry, bud. And we've got secrets. Love myself some secrets. Thanks for pooping out another rock for me there. Whoa! Way to teach you that mechanic. Come on, bud, let's go. Huh? Oh no! Okay, I was gonna say, if they killed my buddy this early... I don't know, it's 10 bucks on Steam? 20 bucks? I'm not sure. I'm sure it'll go on sale again. It's been out for a while now. 2016. Long enough that you should get a decent sale. Gotcha. Got it in a humble bundle. Sanguine gifted to me via Humble. Okay, so I can stun them but not kill them, it looks like. Maybe I can kill them if I throw their own rock at them. I thought they were teaching me in the beginning that my max flight time was limited, but that doesn't appear to be the case. It feels kind of like a all-access shooter, Metroidvania, like both of those things at the same time. $20 on Switch, that's pretty good. Hey, bud. Good job. You're amazing. I like the way they taught me to deal with not having this guy with me. I wonder what the speedrun is for this game, like how long it is. There's a jerkwad again. Cool. I'm sure to find out what the money is for as well. The visuals feel pretty polished as well. I've done the trouble of explaining how those things work until now. Oh, it's a weight, I think, so that I can get my guy back. That's cool. I like this. Very neat. Sweet. I like how there's different things that the guy with the gun can do and that Otis can do by attacking. It sounds like we'll get more characters to carry with us later too. Just probably to make sure that I got him back with me, because I think he's the only one that can bust those. Sorry, dude. I don't mean to keep throwing you so violently, man. Okay, I think if it makes that tink noise, then it's a permanent switch. What did you find in here? Whoa. Oh, cool. And they've already taught me that this thing is probably only weak to spin attacks, because it looks like the rock we've seen earlier. Maybe not for the whole fight. Cool. 29 minutes? Pretty fast. Oh dear. Shit. I see. Like keep away at him? No, I can't really. Ouch. Cool. Keep pressing the La Mulana scan button on cool art objects in the background. Very silly. Okay, let's see. Sorry, dude. That's why they left his mask behind. I wonder if the main character being an owl was the original idea, and then the mechanics flew from there, if it was top-down, or if this is the mechanics they came up with and then later decided to make an owl. Either are kind of cool. Is it a progression upgrade? Jerk. Freaking spider thing got us. Cool. Nice. Saved our lives, Otis. Seems like a bad idea. He keeps doing it. Oh man, it's an upgrade! What's it do? What's it do? Device with a button on it. Okay, great. Got a button. Interesting. It looks like a lock. Seems to have been made by the ancient owls. Interesting. I'll just... dooming all of humanity to extinction. Oh, that's cool. It's convenient. Look how happy he is. Okay. Oh, that's really convenient. I love that they made us do it the other way first, so that we appreciate the effect now. You had an entire boss where you didn't have the option. Gotcha. Now they're gonna force me to learn that. Beautiful. That's very cool. I was actually about to say earlier that having to drop the guy and pick him up over and over was actually kind of frustrating. You pick the right time to get you out of it. Go, what's going on? Okay. Why is it dark? How long are we chasing that jerk? Oh shit. Speaking of pirates. Uh-oh. Sky pirates. It's all Otis's fault. There's still some stuff I needed to get to pick up out of the ground back there, but... I think there is a finite amount of money in the game. Yeah, it looks like it. Valley Cave versus Valley. Come back and explore for it later. Right. Planet Surface Pirates. I don't know what that is. Sorry, bud. I'm gonna get to the outposts. Bongo guy. Okay, can't exit that way. Should go in this. Where have you been? Get inside right now. Come in with me, buddy. You're supposed to keep watch. Where were you? Should have known better than to. Machine working so we can get a visual of the pirates. Desecrating the tombs of our ancestors, sir. This game's pretty cool so far. I like it. It's different than I was expecting. I haven't seen what appears to be kind of sort of a Metroidvania that gives you this much vertical freedom right from the beginning. Right where the owl led us. Advent? Attacking the capital? There's a relic hidden in Advent as well. Cool. Both this game and Iconoclast have a lot of like gratuitous pixel art, which I love. I'm not going to complain about extra detail, but like this whole room just feels like the artist wanted to draw it. I bet the art happened first and the story happened next. A lot of Iconoclasts felt like, we're doing this because the artist wanted to draw it. Well, the sole creator. Alright. Mega Man's fantastic. Shovel Knight's very good. Shovel Knight's a little bit, it's kind of a combination of Mega Man and Castlevania, the old school side-scrolling Castlevanias, and DuckTales. So I think it's its own thing, and you can totally play Shovel Knight without having played Mega Man. How many games are in the Legacy Collection? You get a decent number of hours of gameplay. If you're looking to maximize your hours per dollar, I'd probably recommend Mega Man. Shovel Knight's fantastic, but it's like 5 hours long. First 6, that's pretty solid. Those are all really good games. Deactivate the wind generators. The islands will close in on the pirates and crush them. Oh, blowing the islands apart, separating them, not blowing them apart. Interesting. You will go to the Owl Temple. The professor and I need to go directly to Advent to warn them. No one else here can fly. Does Otis know his way around the temple? Disappoint me again, there will be serious consequences. I'm not sure about the DLC. I'm sure each of the DLC missions are each about 5 hours long. Would be my guess, but I've only played the core campaign. The book on his head. Right. Gotta have a proxy character, Ludifix. I liked how in Zelda Hyrule Warriors, like, Link's fairy was literally just named Proxy. They're like, fuck it. So I think I'm going east. Find signs. I don't think I'm following them up, right? What's up, dude? That's right. Okay. Leaving town, eh? Not to cause trouble. You cause enough of that here. Man, don't be a jerk. Cool. Keep him in shadow here. The giant anchor. That's pretty awesome. Seems like it could be a cool, low-stakes story. Tropos, huh? If I remember correctly, Owl Temple should be around here. Buccaneering shop. Alright, I'll take a shop. This game goes between fully orchestral tracks and, like, chiptune tracks. Same. Okay. Mega Man 1 and 2, depends on how good you are. I can beat Mega Man 2 in like 2 or 3 hours. But if you've never played it before, it'll probably take you a lot longer than that. It's fairly hard. Find my coins out there, bring them with you. The more you find, the more I'll let you select from my trinket collection. Oh, that's cool, so I'm not buying them. Cool. This is a game that I would enjoy 100%ing. What? Hello. Where's the trinkets? The animation cycles. Ta-da! Cool. Have a sip. Your max health up. His eyes. Put some feathers on your chest. $500 for another surprise. Filled with soup increases your max health. Dorky hat, so useless. Increase your max health? Question mark. Attachable blaster unit. Musket unit. Spectre cloak. It's pretty rad. How are you doing today? I'm not allowed to talk to people. I live back here. I'd like to see more games that have exhaustible dialogue. Adopt, was it Octopath Traveler has a little indicator that tells you whether the dialogue's been exhausted yet or not. Glad they moved this into a menu instead of just having it be here. Well, that gives me an extreme incentive to go and find the coins that I'm missing, because I want to get some of those upgrades. But I guess I'll just explore this area for now and find the coins that I find. Try not to over-stress about it. Oh. Maybe they're pointing out the constellations there. Prologue demo for what? Owlboy? I never played this game at all. I didn't even know there was a demo. Happy place this way, bud. Oh, Octopath. No, I haven't played past the prologue. I'd like to. I want to beat Lama Lana 2 first. It's higher on my priority list right now. Sorry, buddy. Oh, if I press right trigger, he just jumps right back on me. That's very nice. I don't think I can kill that guy at all yet. Don't know yet. It's cool, because I'm gonna instinctively want to aim at stuff with the right trigger. If I had to press Y to resummon him and then press right trigger, that would be a little frustrating. Good job, game. Hey, that's 500. Let's go cash those in real quick and we'll keep exploring. $510. Hey, did you forget it again? Okay, good job. It's just amazing. Poor guy. Kind of looks like the Prinnies from Disgaea. It's an ugly green hat. Hey, it's my old hat. It's got my name on it. And nobody cares. so friggin' cool. You look incredibly stupid. Nice. Nice canteen. Great canteen scope. Made by the ancient owls. This game's like, if anyone ever played Einhander for the PS1, it was a square scrolling shooter, except with Metroidvania elements. It's kind of cool. Keep going there. Try to remember that it's there. Down you go. Anything important here? Oops, sorry, buddy. Doesn't look like it. Glad he seems to be immune to falling damage as well. Oops. I think I'd like to have a separate button for examine versus grab. I'm not sure if there's an unused button in this. Floating continent. So I can overheal with food? That's kind of cool. Oh gosh. It's a water thing? Okay, can't fly through the waterfall. Gotcha. Can I throw him through it though? Maybe later. I get an ability to throw him further later on. Can't fight those things yet. Ouch. Oh, did my hat fall off when that happened? So I have to go back and get it back if I want it again, huh? Floating continents. Don't think is where we want to go just yet. This kind of looks like an owl temple. Like how it doesn't need a sign. Full health. I do like that this is not damaging them flash. Something I needed in something like Quantum Break. What are you doing out here, bud? Please don't hurt me. Why would we hurt you? It's nice of you. I'm one of Buccaneer's punching bags. Buccaneer's helpers, that's right. She never hurts us. Okay, what does that look like? Slave labor's funny. Pretty stylish, huh? I think I was able to do that before. Wow! You're natural. Can roll even while flying. Can roll faster on a full stomach. Huh. Oh, that would be cool if that's like speedrun bait. Like you're incentivized to stay at full health. It's assuming it's the most efficient form of locomotion. It might not be. Yeah, it's definitely the most efficient form of locomotion. Okay. Owl Temple. Cool. Oh, starting in Geddy Lee. Can choose a ready guide in some celestial voice. The owls learn how to control the elements, challenge the natural order. Water, fire, and wind. Their work reveals to them the existence of the higher mysteries. So says the Book of Nocte. Yeah, right? Cool. Spoopy. Final way. This might be like the first dungeon. Can I save this game? It will? I think so. It's just checkpoint based. It's the tall hallway. Only appropriate for a falling game. If this is an actual traditional dungeon, I'm actually really excited for that. Wow. And the whole teleport stone is great. I'm glad that they don't start with that of power, because it doesn't make a lot of intuitive sense until you've played without it, because now you can just attack, and then you can shoot again after a melee attack immediately. It feels really good. Wonder how they came up with that. The idea of you, like, carrying a person that's actually using your attacks is kind of a neat, novel idea. Oh, cool. Cool, and that blows those guys up for once. I like it. Oh man. I think I like this part of the game way better. I'm down for like dungeon puzzles. I'm starting to worry that the game was a little bit too easy, so that's really exciting. Cool little hidden walls. Like a little bomb fellow. Let's see if there's anything else I want to throw shit at. Oh right, should be spamming this. That's cool. Ha! That's very cool. Nice. Gotcha. Very nice. Gotta have your keys. I guess this has more in common with Zelda than it does with Metroidvania so far. Which is still equally cool, that you could have a Zelda game that affords so much vertical freedom. There's a little target on him, gotcha. I think this game would have benefited from, like, having a color that indicates a vulnerability. The current system is fine, I'll figure it out eventually. I've seen a lot of games pull that off. It's just a universal conveyance. Boss fight. This theme sounds a lot like a Metroid theme. Nothing's gonna be pissed at me for doing that, right? This little sad fish. Afternoon, sir. Okay. Pops a little top hat off at you. That's cute. Shit. It is not going smoothly. More doesn't affect those guys. Ouch. Alright, now it's weird that you have normal platforming all of a sudden. Ah. I love that they showed us one of those, and you're like, huh, I wonder what that does. And then they have one that explains it almost immediately. I can't take it through there either. Interesting. So the question then becomes, what is the puzzle here? Ah, I see. Clever. It's a plug. Very nice. We leave it here, let me go down, let me grab this guy. Replug this one. Good game design. God dang it. Didn't mean to throw that. That's about our time anyway, so call it there. Thanks, folks. That was Subblock for today. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the extra time and just jump right into La Milana, but I am going to take like a 5 or 10 minute break, during which I'll leave the go live screen up just so we can keep our quality options. I'll go ahead and let you all know, if you're not hanging out for La Milana, what's coming up for next week. Give me one second.